And she sure does go. Like most country music stars, home to Dolly is her custom-designed bus. Cost $130,000, travel last year 150,000 miles for 300 days. When you wake up, do you know where you are?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm just happy within myself, and I'm happy within my group, so I always feel content. And I'm kind of like a gypsy. I think we all are. It's something inside you. It's like truck drivers. You need it. It's a way to survive, that excitement of the motion underneath your feet, or, you know, the wheels rolling. But I like it, but I do enjoy home, too.
You really do like this? To me, it seems like horror. Every night in a bus, every day a different place, and you like it?
Yeah, I do like it. It's excitement to me, because I guess being brought up in the mountains where you have little time to do anything but work, and things are so quiet and things are so calm that you grow restless if you have restless blood, and you grow more restless as the years go on, and you want to get out. And when you do, you enjoy it. And I love to go home, but if I'm home more than 2 weeks straight, I get restless and bored, and I want to get back on the bus and I want to go.
Some of the country music stars have two buses, one for themselves and one for the band. You just have one. Why?
Well, it is cramped, but up to now it's been fine, because I do have my own small room with my own bathroom, my own hot and cold water and that sort of thing, and I really love the people in my group. We're like a family.
Is there any hanky-panky on the bus to pass the time?
Hanky-panky? Well, that depends on what you mean by hanky-panky. We do lots of celebrating on the bus, let's put it that way. If there's really, you know, something to celebrate, if we want to stop and, you know, buy some wine or some champagne, if there's, you know, something really nice. So it's all fun, but it's very rare that anybody in the bus, I mean, I don't have anybody in my group involved with each other as lovers. I have worked in groups where there were people, you know, where the musicians or singers, whatever, were involved. It makes it very hard for everybody, because if they have a lover's quarrel or that sort of thing, then it affects everything.
Describe the bus to us. What's in it?
I'd love to. Well, we've arrived.
Ah, looks like a dormitory.
Well, it kind of does. These are the boys' bunks, and of course, there's 11 people that travel with me.
I'd hate to be the guy in the bottom bunk.
You'd have to be good friends to live this close, right?
Can we see your little room?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, now this is my couch. Also, this is my bed, and this lets down from, you know, from pulling it down. There's a piece in the back, and it makes a full bed. It comes all the way out to the wall, so I have lots of room to sleep. And then up here in these cabinets are my wigs. So here's another dolly, and another one, and another one, and so that makes it really nice for me. It keeps it pretty nice. Actually, I have 3 closets in this room, but this one is the most special because this holds all of my stage clothes, and all of these clothes are hand washable. I just put them in the sink in a motel room. I just rinse them out. They're wrinkle-free. I don't have to iron them, because that works out really good for me, and so it saves a lot of cleaning bill, and, you know, it works.
When Dolly isn't traveling on the bus, home is a 23-room mansion outside Nashville. She's been married for 11 years to a contractor named Carl D. They have no children, see each other a total of about 6 weeks a year, but she says the marriage is perfect. Dolly writes her own songs, many about her childhood, when she was, she says, dirt poor but much loved.
So with patches on my breeches and holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, well, I hurried off to school just to find the others laughing and making fun of me and my coat of many colors that Mama made for me. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see that one is only poor only if they choose to be. It is true we had no money, but I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors Mama made for me, made just for me.
Tell me about your childhood.
Well, there's really quite a bit to tell. I don't know how far back you want to start.
Well, let's start at the beginning.
Okay. I was born in a little log cabin, yeah, on the banks of the Little Pigeon River. And, of course, at that time, we only had 3 other children. There's 12 children. There's 8 younger than me.
Dolly, where I come from, would I have called you a hillbilly?
If you had of, it would have been something very natural, but I would have probably kicked your shins or something. No, actually.
But when I think of hillbillies, am I thinking of your kind of people?
I think you probably are. The people that grew up where I was were the ones that you would consider the little Abner people, Daisy May and that sort of thing. They took that kind of thing from people like us, but we were very proud people, people with a lot of class. It was country class, but it was a great deal of class, and most of my people were not that educated, but they are very, very intelligent. Good common sense, horse sense we called it.
Dolly, you said, and maybe you were talking about when you were a kid, you said, I felt that I never belonged. I felt I was always different.
I wanted more than to just be a farmer's daughter, even though I'm proud to be. I just wanted pretty things. I wanted money to buy the things that I had always been impressed with as a child. I wanted I guess, to be a star.
Dolly, did you look like this when you were a kid?
Not quite.
I mean, you didn't have the blonde wig, but when you went into school, when you were 11, 12, 13, was it this about you?
Well, you mean the full figure?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Well, actually, I've always been pretty well blessed. As a child, I grew up fast. Other members of my family, have done the same.
My assistant asked me something, and I'm going to blame it on her because I wouldn't have had the nerve otherwise. Is it all you?
Well, I can't show you here on television.
I'll take your word for it.
I get asked that question. I always answer that because people are in awe of the whole thing. A lot of people say I have. A lot of people say I haven't. I always say that if I hadn't have had it on my own, I'm just the kind of person that would have had me some maid if I hadn't needed it.
Would you mind standing up? We saw you on stage in all the filming.
Well, this is not really.
What,
I'm not all that curvy in this outfit.
No, it's not bad.
But
that's her idea of not all that curvy. Do you give your measurements?
No, I always just say that I weigh 120.
You don't have to look like this. You're very beautiful. You don't have to wear the blonde wigs. You don't have to wear the extreme clothes, right?
No, it's certainly a choice. I don't like to be like everybody else. I've often made this statement that I would never stoop so low as to be fashionable. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. So I just decided that I would do something that would at least get the attention. Once they got past the shock of the ridiculous way I looked and all that, then they would see there was parts of me to be appreciated. I'm very real where it counts, and that's inside, and as far as my outlook on life and the way I care about people and the way I care about myself and the things that I care about. But I just chose to do this, and show business is a money-making joke, and I've just always liked telling jokes.
But do you ever feel that you're a joke, that people make fun of you?
Oh, I know they make fun of me. But actually, all these years, the people, has thought the joke was on me, but it's actually been on the public. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can change it at any time. Or I make more jokes about myself than anybody, because I enjoy it. I know, like I say, I am sure of myself as a person. I'm sure of my talent. And to me, and I'm sure of my love and for life and that sort of thing. I'm very content. I like the kind of person that I am. So I can afford to piddle around and diddle around with makeups and clothes and stuff because I am secure with myself.
When you talk to me, and we've talked a little bit today, do you feel that we're very different?
Not so much, because I feel we came from different places, different backgrounds.
Sure did.
But I really can relate to you in many ways, probably more than you might relate to me. But
no, I felt the same thing. I mean, I think that if people took the two of us together, we are very different women, and yet I relate to you very easily.
I think that's that
drive
kind of, in us.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we're both
basic experience. I don't know.
Positive. We're both positive, and we're both determined and stubborn about the things we believe in.
Listen, tell me about this marriage of yours. This man whom nobody ever seems to see. We heard that he was here. We heard that he was in town, but none of us have seen him. Paul Dean. Mm-hmm. You don't see him very much. You're on the road most of the time. You've said, I know that this marriage will always last. This man gives me everything I need. How do you know?
Well, I need freedom. The man gives me freedom.
So why get married?
Well, why not?
Why? I mean, if what you want most is freedom, why have a husband tucked away someplace to see 6 weeks a year?
But he has the same freedom. See, the thing of it is, you don't find a person that you can be happy with and that can accept you the way you are and can share the things and to plan for the future and to enjoy your home. We have our foundation, we have our roots, we have all the things that everybody's looking for, and that's happiness in a marriage.
Well, what about when you're on the road, weeks at a time? No temptations?
Well, I didn't say that we never had temptations.
Well, when you have these temptations, does anything happen that he could be jealous of?
No, not really, because he's the kind of person, and I'm the kind of person that if, by being apart, if we should meet somebody, I would never tell him. He would never know and it wouldn't hurt him. And it's the same way with him. I wouldn't want to know it. As long as he loves me and as long as he's good to me and as long as we're good to each other. I don't think that it happens. But I'm just saying I wouldn't want to pry in it. I've got better things to do than to sit around in my room thinking, oh, what's Carl doing tonight? I wonder if he's with somebody and this and that.
I don't know too much about country music. But what I did know about you before we met was that you'd started and still are with the Grand Ole Opry, that you'd been with a very prominent country music singer named Porter Wagoner for 6 years. You worked with your family, had the whole band together. And then in the last year, goodbye Porter Wagoner, a Hollywood, new Hollywood agent, goodbye to the family band, and I hear the folks back home saying, she's gone Hollywood, Dolly's changed, or Dolly might change, not that she's changed yet. Tell us about all that.
Well, actually, I think a lot of what I'm doing musically has been distorted quite a bit with so much press, you know, and dwelling on the same thing. I'm not making a crossover from country to pop. I'm trying to be accepted in the pop field as well as the country field. I feel my music is its own music, just like I'm my own person. I mean, I write them, I sing them, I have my own way of singing them, my own way of doing it. And as a business person, I like to think that there's more money to be made than the money I've been making. I've been working too hard, too long, for too little.
What do you make? What did you make as a country star?
Well, I made a great deal. I usually don't, you know, I would probably make the most money that I've made as a country artist would probably be maybe $500,000 or $600,000 a year. But, you know, that's, you got to pay expenses and this sort of thing. Of course, that's not counting records and that sort of thing. But when you say that you can make millions compared to thousands, and if you are going to be in this business, if you are talented, if you do love it, then why not touch as many people? My dream was always to make as many people happy as I could in this life.
Okay, so a wider audience, more of a pop audience.
I want to be able to walk in any place and say, well, that's Dolly Parton.
And be known everywhere.
Be known by the people. There's Dolly. She's, you know, she's got good songs, and, you know, or she's different, or this and that.
As a personality?
Star? Well, I want to be a star, a universal star. I would like to be a superstar. I guess all people dream of that. So in order to be a superstar, you can't be just a superstar in one area. That means you have to appeal to the majority of people. And that's what I'm trying to do.
When is all this going to happen?
Well, it's happening now.
Are you there yet? Are you a superstar yet?
No. I'm not near where I dream of being.
You think that the superstardom will be here, let's say, in 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah?
I do.
Dolly, you've said of yourself that you live a lot in your own imagination. Sometimes you remind yourself of a fairy tale. So I want to try a fairy tale on you. Once upon a time, there was a little girl. Her name was Dolly Parton, and
she lived in a small town in the mountains, which she loved because it was a comfort, because she knew there was love and security there in her family. But she was a child, very curious. And she wanted all the things that she had always been impressed with, like the fairy tales of the Mother Goose stories and the Cinderellas and the Lost Slipper. Well, I guess she kind of wanted to find the other slipper in sort of a way, so she worked hard and she dreamed a lot. And one day, it came true. She was a fairy princess, and she lived happily ever after.